Goldilocks and the Panda family. Once upon a time, there was a small house in the most beautiful part of the forest, and in that house lived a girl with blonde curls named Goldilocks. Goldilocks was so cute that everyone loved her so much. But this cute girl could be very naughty sometimes.
One, two, three. No!
Goldilocks accidentally knocked over the pie her mother prepared for her.
Goldilocks, now you'll have to wait a little longer for breakfast, 'cause I have to cook a new one. And by the way, do not go out of the garden and don't go to the forest without telling me. Be a good girl now, you hear?
Goldilocks was so bored while waiting for breakfast.
One quiet step towards the forest. I wonder how far I can get before anyone notices I'm gone.
While her mother was busy in the kitchen, Goldilocks took one step after another out of the garden and into the forest. In the depths of that forest was a very cute bamboo house. A cute and sweet panda family was living in this house. There was a huge father panda, a medium-sized mother panda, and a tiny little baby panda. The mother panda would get up in the morning before everyone else and prepare a bamboo mash with vanilla for breakfast. Father panda woke up to the sweet smells coming from the kitchen. Then he went to wake up his baby. However, the baby panda, who loves sleeping so much, could not wake up. But he could not resist the wonderful smell of mash on his nose and finally woke up. The panda family were together around the table. They started to eat the bamboo mash the mother panda has prepared. But the mash was very hot.
Mommy, Daddy, how about we wander around in the woods while we wait for our food to cool down?
And we can collect some more bamboo and prepare food for the evening. The panda family left their meals on the table and went out to collect bamboo. Meanwhile, colorful butterflies surrounded Goldilocks, who frolicked this way and that in the forest.
How beautiful this forest is! Look at these butterflies!
Goldilocks continued to go deeper and deeper into the forest while trying to follow one of the butterflies, and finally got lost among the huge trees. As time passed, she was both tired and very hungry. She was almost about to cry. But she suddenly saw a bamboo house a little further ahead. She approached the house with joy and looked through the window. She saw 3 bowls of food inside. She went excitedly to the door and knocked on it 3 times. The door wasn't locked, and it opened when she knocked, and Goldilocks was so hungry.
Hey! Is there anyone here?
And there sat the bamboo mash in 1 large bowl, 1 medium bowl, and 1 small bowl. Since she was very hungry, she wanted to eat the bamboo mash in the biggest bowl. But when she wanted to taste it and put it in her mouth just burned.
Oh! This dish is too hot.
So she tasted the mash in the medium bowl.
And this dish is too cold. Yuck!
Then she took a spoonful of bamboo mash from the small plate.
This dish is neither too hot nor too cold. Just right for me.
Goldilocks ate all the mash in the smallest bowl. She wanted to go and sit by the fireplace to get some rest. Here, too, she saw 3 different seats. She tried the big wooden seat first.
This seat is very hard and hot because it is so close to the fireplace.
She then sat down in the medium-sized pink seat.
This seat is too soft.
This time, Goldilocks sat on the little red seat right next to her.
Oh, this is very comfortable.
But just then, the tiny seat broke into pieces.
Oh no! Maybe I'd better go and lie in bed for a while.
Goldilocks entered the bedroom of the bamboo house. There were 3 beds, 1 large, 1 medium, and 1 small. Goldilocks first lay down on the largest bed.
This bed is so hard, and the pillow is so huge.
So she jumped onto the medium-sized bed, but it was too soft. Then she jumped onto the smallest bed.
Oh, this bed is great. Let's sleep well.
Goldilocks fell asleep in the smallest bed. The bear family, who did not understand how time passed while collecting bamboo in the forest, finally returned home. As soon as they arrived, everyone wanted to sit and have breakfast. But a surprise was waiting for them at the table.
Someone has tasted my bamboo mash.
Someone has tasted my bamboo mash, too.
Bamboo mash. It's all gone. Oh.
The Panda family stood up and started looking around. The seats next to the fireplace took their attention.
Somebody has sat in my favorite chair.
Someone has sat in my seat, too.
Somebody sat in my chair, too, and broke it.
The Panda family went to the bedroom with curiosity.
Someone has slept in my bed and pushed my pillow to the floor.
Someone has jumped on my bed.
Mom! Daddy! Someone is lying in my bed right now!
Mother Panda and Father Panda did indeed see someone sleeping in the bed of their baby. When Father Panda lifted up the cover, Goldilocks woke up immediately. When she saw 3 huge pandas in front of her, she was very scared.
Who are you? Why are you sleeping in my bed? Well, I apologize for breaking into your house. I had lost my way in the forest and went in and ate some food. Then I fell asleep. Please don't be angry with me.
It's not nice to break into other people's homes, little girl. Besides, your family must be very worried about you. Let's take you home. The Panda family knew every road in the forest very well. So, they found Goldilocks' house in no time.
Mommy, baby, my dear girl, we've been looking for you everywhere. We've been plumb worried. I promise I will never leave the garden without telling you.
Goldilocks' parents thanked the Panda family for bringing their baby home. Since then, Goldilocks and baby Panda became very close friends. And now, Goldilocks always asks permission from her mother to visit the Panda family, and she does so often. So she's never been lost in the forest since then, because her closest friend, the baby panda, was always with her.
On a nice summer day, Goldilocks had an idea. Since she never liked to read books, she built a tall tower by stacking the books in the house on top of each other. She jumped over the tower and started having fun. Seeing this, her mother immediately warned Goldilocks. Books are for reading, Goldilocks. Playing with them, you can damage them.
Ugh, but books are so boring. It's better to play games with them.
At that time, Goldilocks noticed another book almost falling out of the window.
Where did this book come from?
Just as Goldilocks was about to touch the book suddenly took wings and flew towards the forest. Goldilocks was so curious that she followed the book.
Hey, wait! Flying book! Stop! Where did you go?
In the depths of the forest where Goldilocks was running, there was a white hut. A cute goat family was living in this hut. And the hut was full of books. Sometimes even neighboring animals were going and borrowing books from the goat family. The father goat wasn't sleeping before finishing his carpentry books. The mother goat's cookbook was always with her. And the baby goat was loving colorful fairy tale books.
That's great! Now I can make a rocking chair for myself!
So clover soup should only take 8 minutes to cook. But that day, the baby goat was very upset because she could not find her favorite book.
I can't find my book anywhere. I want my winged book.
Maybe your book went for a little stroll in the forest, my little goat. The goat family started to look for the lost winged book on the forest path. At that time, Goldilocks was very worried because she lost her way in the forest.
How am I going to get home now? I can't find the book either.
Then the winged book appeared right behind her like a butterfly. Just when Goldilocks was about to catch it, the book flew towards the goat family's hut. Goldilocks came running to the door of the hut and knocked on the door. The door opened slowly.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Goldilocks saw hundreds of yellow, pink, thin, and thick books. She started searching around to find where the winged book was hiding.
This is a big, thick carpentry book. It must be so boring.
Goldilocks found other books in every corner of the house, but none of them interested her as much as the winged book.
And that's a cookbook. The vegetable dishes are not for me.
Unable to find the book she was looking for, Goldilocks finally got very tired. When she curled up in a corner to fall asleep, the winged book was placed under her head like a pillow. The goat family, who could not find the baby goat's book anywhere in the forest, eventually returned to their hut. But when they entered the hut, they saw that all the books were scattered.
Huh? Someone threw my carpentry book into the fireplace!
Someone threw my cookbook into the pot.
Someone found my winged book. Not only did she find it, she made it into a pillow and slept on it.
When the baby goat cried, the mother and the father goat came to her immediately. They were very surprised to see Goldilocks sleeping in a corner.
Who is this person? Why did she scatter our books?
Look at those wrinkled pages. Oh.
Goldilocks woke up when she heard the baby goat crying.
You! I'm Goldilocks. Well...
Calm down, little girl. We won't hurt you.
I was just looking for this flying winged book. Sorry for breaking into your home. That book in your hand is my book. I won't give it to anyone. Aw, but for the first time, I really wanted to read a book.
The baby goat was very stubborn, but she was very surprised when she met someone like her who saw this mysterious book take wings.
Huh. No child has ever seen this book fly before. So it seems like the mystery book chose you. So keep it. It is my present for you.
Goldilocks was on top of the world with happiness. She immediately began to read the first sentences of the winged book. At that moment, all the books in the house took off and took their place in the library.
Are the other books in the house magic too? Books don't have magic, Goldilocks. But our imagination, which has grown thanks to books, has a wonderful magic.
It's getting dark, Goldilocks. Let's take you home. Your mom must have been worried about you.
But we haven't read the other books yet.
No one can read that many books in one day. Now you can come to us to read books whenever you want.
The goat family took Goldilocks to the garden of her family's house and said goodbye to her. Goldilocks quickly passed her mother, lay down on the floor, and immediately started reading her mysterious book. Goldilocks, where have you been all these hours?
I was chasing a flying book, Mommy.
Do the books ever fly?
Yes, they don't really fly, but anything can happen in our dreams.
From that day on, the baby goat and Goldilocks became book friends. Sometimes they lent each other books. Sometimes they met to read a book together and had a dream. Thus, these two friends realized that the mystery of the books can be discovered by dreaming. And one day, our dreams in the books will come true.